Hey Libra, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your March 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Libra, there's some changes on the horizon for you. So you have the money tree, which is beautiful. I'm also getting here, March is a big month, Libra, that you are going to get recognized. Okay, there's some sort of recognition here showing up with the face card. This is about you being recognized, noticed. Some of you may even feel like you are stepping into the spotlight, or all eyes could be on you. I also see that there's some sort of victory here, an award, a milestone, maybe a goal that you've been working on or working towards for quite some time. Some of you Librans may work from home. Maybe you are an entrepreneur, you work for yourself, or you work in a company that has a little more flexibility. Some of you could also work in sales. Okay, I am getting sales here. Now, you have some choices to make this month around your career. I mean, this all looks very fruitful, very abundant energy. There could be some extra money coming in here. Yep, because here's the Ace of Wands showing up as your main energy. So some of you are starting a new project, you're starting a new job or a new endeavor after maybe going through a little bit of hardship or struggle. Maybe some of you, this is putting your blood, sweat, and tears into a situation. Yeah, because look at that. In the past, you have the Death card. There was big change. And you may still be feeling the effects of some sort of change that you've gone through, either on a personal level, on a professional level. All right, we have and see some major arcana showing up here, but you are overcoming conflict. We see that. Okay, it looks like things are picking up for you in the month of March. Okay, so starting off, you do have the ornaments. Whenever I get this, it reminds me of, Christmas or around December time. So something that you start now, or something maybe that you have already started in the past, it could come to fruition by December of 2024. Okay, it doesn't mean that what you're working on now, you're not going to reap the rewards of your work, but I feel like this is some sort of big accomplishment. It's maturity, mature investments, a lot more money coming in here, major celebrations. Some of you Librans may work in retail, you may work in the beauty industry. This could be finished work, or you may even decide to retire, and perhaps December is a big month for you. Now, I feel like because it's showing up here, you're going to start to celebrate some of the wins and extra money and what you have been putting your time and your energy into that does feel like a mature investment. You will start celebrating these things now. Now, you also have the face card showing up. This is all about your money skills, which a lot of you Librans are connecting to your relationship with money, right? As money is an energy. You could be connecting with a tax accountant or an advisor or some sort of money professional, but I feel like you're getting things in order here. This is also about you taking some sort of risk, putting yourself out there, maybe even being vulnerable. This is self-made energy. It can be fame and fortune. It can be exposure, right? Your reputation. I also feel that you Librans are putting yourself out there on the line, and you could be scrutinized, you could be judged, you could be criticized, but you're not letting that stop you. Okay, you're not letting that stop you, because I feel like you're going into this new beginning with a mindset of, what do I have to lose? Right? Because maybe some of you have already lost it all, or for some of you, you have already played it safe, or you've, held your energy back for whatever reason. And I feel like you're ready to launch. You're ready to put yourself out there in a very big way. And some of you already have. I'm also getting here imposter syndrome, right? Maybe you're fearing that you're not going to be good enough, or you're fearing that your skills and your talents won't be recognized. But I feel like you're putting that behind you, and you are taking off the mask, because you have here the Seven of Swords actually showing up above you. So there is something here about you getting honest with yourself, you surrounding yourself with getting honest, like an honest assessment, or surrounding yourself with people who are going to be honest with you about what you need to do to achieve great success. And sometimes it can feel a little bit blunt, Libra, if you are the one giving this advice, or maybe you're receiving it, but I feel like it's what you need to hear in order to make the changes that you need to be as successful and abundant as you can. That's why I feel the Seven of Swords is showing up here, but we'll clarify more here in a moment. Now you have two cards that flew out together in your outcome position. You have the cutlery and the award. So I feel like the award comes here after the business tools, or after, maybe even gaining another income source, or you feeling like you are finally living well, living better, because you could be the sole provider, Libra. Maybe you're in a food related industry, or you're just needing a little more money, because I do see here with the Death card, I feel like you may have needed to spend some money on your living environment, or maybe a vehicle, or you've put some money in towards a vacation. I just feel like there's some money, extra money needed and required. And it's like you're replenishing here in the near future. And you have the award, which does talk about winning money. It could be a payoff for your efforts. It is the card of recognition, advancement, professional work, and you have fame showing up twice. So some of you are influencers. Some of you may have your own YouTube channel, or you are in the public eye spotlight. Maybe you're an actor. Maybe you are launching a class, a business, or maybe you have a podcast. I feel like there is some sort of recognition here for all of your hard work, whether it is a certification, whether it is a compliment, a job well done, a bonus, a tip. But this is really going to feel like you've earned this, okay? Feel like you've earned it, especially if you have gone through a difficult time in the past. Now, subconsciously, what you're manifesting, and wow, look at this. What does it say here? Honest assessment. And we just said that here with the Seven of Swords. So you are manifesting an increase to not just your money, but your value, your self-worth. This is about, valuable information coming to light. And it's about a fresh start to build your career, to build your reputation, to build your business, to build your portfolio. This is steady work here, Libra. So whatever you got going on, I feel like it is inspirational. Look at that. You have the light bulb. So there's new ideas that are coming in for you in the month of March that inspire you. You could be an entrepreneur, as mentioned. There could be a new job being offered, or a creative endeavor that you decide to take a leap of faith and take it to the next level. All right. Now, you do have some big changes coming in here. I see that with the butterfly, and it's also representative of the Death card showing up in the past position. So there was a major ending that occurred in your life, as mentioned, whether personally, professionally. It could be a job loss. It could have been the death of a relationship, or a cutoff of some sort of payment. Okay, maybe it was child support. I also get something with taxes as well. Maybe you have a teenage child that no longer, qualifies for maybe a tax credit or something of that nature. There was a cutoff here, but I feel like you are going to embrace these changes, and you will be able to supplement what you have lost. And that's important for you to remember. If you have maybe lost a job and you've had to use all of your savings, or, live off a pension or a small amount of income, I feel like there's something being replenished here in a very powerful, abundant way. Now, you are multitasking this month, Libra. I feel like you're an excellent multitasker anyway, but you could be doing a lot more. Some of you may even be selling items. I'm getting Poshmark, I'm getting Amazon, I'm getting eBay, maybe even garage sale. You could be selling your used items. You could be flipping something as well. Maybe you flip houses. Okay, you could be selling wellness or nutritional products as well. You could be really wonderful at sales. And I feel like you are trying to juggle up many different things this month. Maybe you are, a mom or a parent, a dad. Maybe you work a part-time job and a full-time, or maybe you work full-time, but you're trying to launch a business. I just feel like you're juggling a lot here in the air. So make sure that you're not spreading yourself too thin this month is what I'm getting here for you, Libra. Okay, you could benefit, or maybe your company could benefit, or maybe you yourself are interning. Okay, I feel like this is more of help. Maybe that's the energy of spreading yourself too thin. So if you do have maybe children, okay, that live in the household, regardless of what age, I mean, obviously a baby can't pick up after themselves, but if you have school age children, have them help around the house, or some of you may even be turning a business into an S Corp, I'm seeing here as well, or you may be looking into different tax incentives, maybe that have to do around hiring employees or hiring new interns to help a business grow, or just additional help in your line of work. Because if you are taking on the duties of 5 different people, that could spread you thin and exhaust you. And maybe it's you speaking up and saying, hey, we need to hire help here because I can't do everything myself. Yeah, you could work from home, Libra. You could work from home. Thank you. I'm getting the name here, Nikki, Nikita, or Nicole. Okay, or Nick. It could be short. Nick could be short for Nikki. Work from home. Some of you may be working from home or working from anywhere in the world. Maybe if you're traveling, you could be working at a distance as well. But I am getting success and achievement from this work from home energy. So maybe if you're wanting to get a work from home position, this could be a really powerful month to manifest that change. Lastly, last 2, you have the benefits. Okay, yeah, you're looking into your resources in the month of March. You're looking into maybe paid vacation. You could be looking into health insurance. Some of you are taking a class. You're looking into skills and development, maybe taking a certification to help you grow your skills, to help you grow your, business or your career. You may be looking into different, look at that. You have achievements and rewards up in the corner. You can barely see it here, but it's the same exact award that we see here on this one. So it's almost as if it hasn't quite entered your physical world yet, but energetically, you're definitely calling this in. And I feel by the end of March, there's going to be some sort of an award or achievement offered to you. You could be looking at parental leave, insurance, health, maybe even meal plans, pension plans, flexibility. These are all important things that you are looking into. So it's not just one employee benefit. You are utilizing the resources that are available to you. And lastly, we have the money tree. Who doesn't love a money tree, right? Some of you may even have a money tree. I know I have one in my office, both at home and my office out of home. So some of you could have a money tree. Maybe you come across one as well. But this is symbolic for growth. Money is an energy, and I feel like you have the opportunity here to grow your abundance, to grow your wealth. Yeah, because this is $100 bills and they're flying all over the place here. So, you know that saying, money doesn't grow on trees, but I feel like you have the opportunity to build a tree of wealth, a tree of, abundance and knowledge, and share it and make more money from it as well. All right, let's dive into the tarot. Your first card out is the Ace of Wands. There is a motivated new beginning here showing up for you, Libra. One that may have even been a little bit delayed, okay? One that may have felt like you were either procrastinating or it just felt like the universe was holding back for whatever reason. There's always a reason, right? It's always a lesson or maybe even an experience, right, that we need to go through to help us grow, help us evolve, to allow us to step into our true potential, even if sometimes it's challenging or it's frustrating. And I feel like there have been delays when it comes to some sort of new beginning or even an achievement here happening for you. But March is the month. This is exciting. Ace of Wands is chasing your dreams. It's passion. It's inspiration. It is goals and creativity and a new sense of purpose here when it comes to your career, when it comes to your mindset, when it comes to your creativity and your willpower, because Wands is fire, it's spirit, and you have this spirit within you that is the driving factor when it comes to your business or your line of work. You're meant to go all the way. I also see here something with jump rope. Okay, jump rope. So, I mean, that could be symbolic here for, I mean, maybe some of you are jump roping, maybe it's part of an exercise regime, but it's like you're not missing a step, or you're making sure that you're following through. Some of you may have been jump ropers in your younger days as well, because I feel like you're really good at it. I feel like the message is, making sure that you're keeping up with, the speed of things, but you're not getting so overwhelmed that you trip up, right? Because you know what happens when you trip up, when you jump rope, you have to kind of start all over. And I feel like you're starting to get into the swing of things here. All right, now we have the Page of Swords showing up, crossing the energy. So you are really thinking things through here. I mean, you are an air sign. This is air element, and you're coming up with some new strategies, because you may have felt in the past the reason why you weren't able to move forward is because you felt disconnected from the information. You didn't have enough information to make a choice or to move forward, or it just felt like you were disconnected a little bit from your goals when it comes to career. But I feel like you're getting back to a better place. Some of you, there was some news that may have even left you feeling a little devastated with the death card. Okay, this again could be personally, professionally, financially, any area of your life, because it all is intermingled. So even though this is a career reading, there could have been some gossip or some news, or something that may have disconnected you from your career, where it wasn't your main priority, or you just felt a little bit distracted. That's kind of what I get here, is distraction. But in the month of March, it's like you're getting back on track here. And I feel like you're using that powerful genius brain of yours, Libra, because you have this ability to really tune into the collective consciousness, right? You have this intuitive energy about you that's also helps you connect to your brilliant and genius ideas. And you're going to get back on track and open yourself up to new inventive ways to generate wealth and income. What's below you? Some sort of change, movement, and we see it in your foundation, and we see it in your recent past. So Libra, you've gone through a lot here, but change is necessary for our evolution, for our growth. And some of you may have felt like you were stuck in a position for too long. Maybe you were stuck unemployed. Maybe you were stuck in a job that you didn't really like. Maybe you were in a position where you were wearing the golden handcuffs, right? Maybe you were staying in that job because it had benefits or insurance, or you couldn't find a job that paid more, or a job at all. So I just feel like you are heading towards calmer waters in the foundation, and you've learned a very valuable lesson here. You've learned the art of letting go, or at least that's something that's part of your life lesson. When to stay in a situation, but when to recognize that there's no more growth. And that is something that you've come here to evolve more into and master. Okay. And I feel like there was something in the deep past or the foundation that has taught you there's no growth here. I must move on, and not to be reluctant to change, not to sit in an environment just because it feels comfortable, because we rarely grow in our comfort zone. All right. In the recent past, some sort of ending. But I feel like you, or maybe a person or a company, there was resistance to this ending. And it's almost like I see you wanting the ending in a way, but at the same time, it's like I want a new beginning, and something keeps pulling you back into the resistance. Maybe it's fear of the unknown. Maybe it's fear of failure, right? Maybe it's a business. Maybe it's a person that feels like they kind of keep pulling you back into this energy. And you're like, nope, I know that had to end, or I know that was a situation I needed to go through, but I'm ready to move on. And it's like you keep telling yourself that I'm ready to move on, especially with the Ace of Wands, but then there's a delay, right? So what do we have coming in here is there's brutal, and I say brutal, and it sounds quite brutal, that word in itself, but I'm getting like brutal honesty. It's really taking a look at oneself, okay? And maybe if there was any sort of self-deceit, or if there was a betrayal or an ending and you felt betrayed by a company or by someone you worked with, or even a client, whatever this was here, This can be about lies. It can be telling ourselves a lie it's not helpful, right? I feel like there's some sort of lie that either you may have been telling yourself or you were stuck in that is being released. Okay, so this is quite powerful with a Seven of Swords. I don't mind seeing this show up for you because I feel like you are, Libra, you are the Queen of Swords. Doesn't matter if you're female or male, but you are all about the truth. And sometimes Libra's energy can fall back on, I just want harmony, even if I kind of have to step around the truth. But ultimately, the truth is what sets you free, Libra. And I feel like even if it causes a little bit of disruption or even if it causes a little bit of disharmony, I feel like to find true balance that the Libra truly seeks, it's going to be about brutal honesty. Whew, it's a big one. But you know what it's going to do here, Libra? It's going to increase your vulnerability, which vulnerability is actually one of our greatest strengths. And so many people look at vulnerability as a negative, and it's not. Because what is it leading you towards? This award, right? It's leading you towards more money, living a life of abundance and freedom on all aspects because you're not skirting around some sort of truth. You're not walking on eggshells. You're not trying to people please or make someone happy even if you're miserable. And what's coming up in the near future is you're manifesting something. Now, are you manifesting from a place of truth or are you manifesting in a place of a lie? Only you are going to know, right? But this is your reminder here that you are the magician. You are the creator. And when we're not honest or truthful with ourselves, or when we are carrying a lie or a belief in the past because of some sort of betrayal, we're going to feel like we're manifesting punishment. But when we are truly honest with who we are, what we want, our soul's alignment and energy towards our path forward, you're going to manifest a reward. And that's what's showing up in the near future. This is about using your power for the greatest good. And sometimes you have been manipulated in the past and it's caused a little bit of that fear-based energy. But Libra, you know, you have this deep intuitive inner knowing about your career and your direction and who you are. So don't let anyone take that away from you, Libra. You are magnificent. Now, Five of Swords is showing up here in your energy. So yeah, there is a little bit of conflict in the mind or with someone else or within a company dynamic. Five of Swords, I mean, this guy, he is ready for war. It looks like he's in the middle of it here. He has his 4 swords on his back. He has his 5th sword in his hand. He is dressed in armor. He is going at it. His mouth is open, ready to charge. So I feel at times, Libra, you have felt like you were at defeat, right? You felt like people may have even bullied you, or there could have been some sort of, again, deceit or resentment is kind of what I get here. A little bit of resentment, especially towards whatever this energy is that keeps tending to pull you back into this spiral, into maybe some unlearned lessons. But I feel the good part of this is some sort of compromise to win. It is, you know, knowing when to stay and fight for something because it's worth it, but also knowing when to walk away. And I feel like that's what you're doing here is you're walking away from anything that feels very distracting or very heavy on your energy. I like that though. Okay, because here we see some sort of conflict being mediated, some sort of resolution to a conflict here with the 5 of Wands. Some of you are dealing with competition. Others of you are dealing with people who had completely different opinions or viewpoints, as we're going to get that in anywhere. Some of you, this is major lack of leadership or rivalry, but I feel like there is this energy here of releasing criticism and competition and just doing what you need to do to bring happiness and abundance in your life. Okay. Because there is some sort of resolution coming in here. I see that happening, especially towards the end of March, conflict resolution. Now in your hopes and fears, you have the Sun. The fear is, what if my joy is dampened? What if the other shoe drops? Or what if I don't receive the abundance from my hard work? Sometimes the Sun is also about the ego as well. It can be, you know, an unhealthy ego. Maybe it's not feeling confident enough. right? Because the sun energy is Leo, and it can sit here in the solar plexus. And it can also be an overinflated ego. Maybe you've been dealing with people with a high or altered ego. But the sun card as your hope is unbridled joy. It's being able to feel good, feel like you are in the spotlight here, letting go of judgment or criticisms, letting go of past, because you've learned here with the death card. Okay, you've learned. And I also feel like, again, if something had been taken away from you, Libra, or if money was cut off in some way, shape, or form, I feel like you are going to refill your cup. If you have any Virgo placements, you may want to check that reading out as well. Or if you have any maybe Virgo cusp, if you are a cusper or really close to that Virgo, because I feel like you've done a lot of work here, Libra, but it is time to stop and refuel and fill your cup. And I do feel like you are going to start to replenish what you've lost. Now, the outcome here is your energy. Okay, it's Sword, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Knight of Swords this is about you being that unstoppable force you are. And even though there are some delays here, it's like, I love that how they're showing me this. You know, when you're in a race, sometimes they have like the gun that they boom and it's up in the air and off you go, off you go to the races. I feel like you've been waiting around for some sort of beginning or goal or award or accomplishment here to roll into effect. And it's like, sometimes you get a little bit impatient that it's not happening because there's a delay after delay. And it's almost like as soon as that gun goes off, it surprises you because you're like, whoa, okay, I'm ready. I've been kind of sitting here dancing around, right, skirting around. But this is that brutal honesty of that pop going off for you to move forward. And once that pop goes off or that gunshot, right, it's like you are unstoppable. There's no stopping you. And that's what the Knight of Swords is. A very fast moving energy. It is the energy here of you being able to you're protected as well. You can see that his form of transportation here is a motorcycle, but he has a helmet on and he is prepared and he knows the way, right? I also get a message here of impulsivity. Try to maintain a steady pace here because you don't want to get overwhelmed with the Knight of Swords, Libra. So sometimes this Knight of Swords can be a little bit impulsive, but I'm liking the Knight of Swords here because he's a warrior. He is in need of a hero. That's who he becomes. He's confident. He's a go-getter. He is someone who, he does bring in the energy here of important projects, right? If he believes in something, if this is a project or if this is a dream or if this is a belief, he's going to go get it. And I just get this mentality of you're going for something. There is something that's definitely putting you to the next level and there's no stopping you from getting that award, that achievement. It's like you're taking something all the way here, Libra. Let's get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have, please, for Libra? Wisdom of the Oracle. Blessed, card 22. Libra, get ready. There are going to be some blessings coming in here into your world. And this card is all about something wonderful, whether it's unearned or it's unexpected. This is grace, that is an unforeseen gift from spirit. So definitely some sort of blessing or miracle coming in, Libra. When it comes to your prosperity, unexpected windfalls and good fortune come your way now. You're in a phase where any difficulties or obstacles that have stymied your success seem to disappear on their own. Be ready to receive. The windows of opportunity will open wide. Accept the blessings given to you now and don't forget to share them. I'm going to read the protection because it does talk about humility. And it does talk about, the sun as your fear. So something around staying humble, staying, in the energy of humility and healthy ego. And the message here is this. Humility is called for now, as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. That's that death energy here, Libra. In a way, if you've hit any sort of rock bottom, right? If you've gone through the death period, if there is some sort of, again, brutal honesty, it says you have You have to do what is required now, and it's nothing less than total surrender. There is big blessings coming here. Once you surrender, you will be blessed. And that's what I see you doing. You're surrendering, and it's like as soon as you do that, you open yourself up, because sometimes we get into this fight or flight or freeze, right? We get into this energy of really holding a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear in the body, and that's what you're surrendering. So many times when people think of surrender, they think of, okay, I'm just going to lay on the ground and not do anything, but that's not it at all. It's about being able to let go of expectations, or let go of control, or let go of sometimes those, fears and anxieties, and just surrender them to the universe and say, okay, work your magic. I'm going to trust in your guidance. I'm going to trust that I'm following my divine path. And as soon as you kind of get out of your own way, Libra, that's when the blessings enter your world. Beautiful. All right, let's get a few messages here from your spirit animals. And at this time, I just ask Libra, if you can, please close your eyes. Take a deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Drop your shoulders. And exhale with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes closed, I want you to focus on that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. Perhaps your animal is a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge. Maybe an animal that's visited through your dreams, or maybe even crossed your path in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Libra. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do, Libra, is drop your power animals in the comment section below the video and hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, what do we have here for Libra? We have card, 19. Some of you may be born on the 19th. You may be born on the 22nd. Some of you may be 53 years old. Some of you may be born on the 25th. And last but not least, 45. You may be 45 years old. Okay, the first card out here we have is dog spirit. Some of you may have seen a dog or a wolf or a coyote or a fox, but dog spirit says be loyal to what you love. And it's also card 19, which we see in your reading represented as the sun. Okay, so this is you staying loyal. That is the answer, right? That is the answer here that is going to open up the doorway to wealth and to blessings and to miracles and abundance, is be loyal to what you love. We have parrot spirit. Watch your words. Yeah, this is important. Words create our reality. Words are part of our belief system as well. Take a look at your self-talk. Now, if you are telling yourself that you're poor, you're broke, you don't have enough, watch your words and be mindful of what you're saying. Okay, you might want to reprogram how you utilize that energy, right? You may want to reprogram some of the words that you're saying, or, how you are talking to other people as well, or maybe even paying attention to other people's words or actions, because I'm getting actions here as well. Because parrots, what do? They mimic back what you say. And so it's like the universal laws, right? The law of attraction is about you putting out words and thoughts and beliefs that you want to attract. So if you don't want to be poor, stop saying you're poor, right? And I know that there's action that backs that up as well, but words are a big part of this. You have elephant spirit. Learn from the past. Yeah, elephant. And this has been showing up for a lot of signs lately. And with this energy, I keep getting Ganesh. I received it for 2 other signs as well. I think maybe Aries or Taurus, maybe even Gemini. But this is remover of obstacles. That's what Ganesha reminds us of, that she's there to help us remove those obstacles from our path. You have seahorse spirit. There is an energy here of watching and waiting, but make sure you're watching. Make sure you are poised. Make sure you're ready to go, because like I said, there could be a tad bit of a delay, and it may, excuse me, it may throw you off guard to hear that, that shot, excuse me, or that call. But once it does, you're going to go full speed ahead. So make sure you have your eyes open and your ears open for some sort of message, communication, or beginning. And then your final card here, 22, is the dragonfly. And it says, truth transcends illusion. That goes hand in hand, Libra, with that 7 of swords. So everything we talked about with that 7 of swords, that's the dragonfly confirming, because dragonfly also represents transformation. And the truth is going to transcend through any lie, right? Any illusion, any false evidence appearing real, that's fear. So the truth is what's going to set you free here. Beautiful confirmation. Now, last but not least, let's get a message from your soul's truth and see what your soul is trying to get your attention on and the action steps that you can take to move forward into more abundance. You cannot make this up. You literally have surrender, and this happened in exactly another reading as well. I think it was Leo. If some of you Librans have Leo placements, you might want to check that out. But there is this energy of surrender, and we just seen that show up in the blessings, right? Total surrender is required. Libra, how can you surrender even more in this moment? It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. Today's soul action. Know this, Libra, so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles and blessings in your life. Today's mantra: I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. Ooh, Libra, this is such a wonderful synchronicity and confirmation, because so many times we get stuck in that energy of control or outcome. It has to be a certain way, or we set expectations, which can really get us tripped up, right? And there is something here with truth and honesty and letting the universe have that breathing room to work its magic, right? Because I feel like you at times feel like you're alone on this path, on this earthly realm, but you're not, right? And I feel like there are definitely miracles coming in for you. Maybe you can't quite see them, but you're being guided here. You see that the awards are on their way. We see here that even on this card that says employee benefits here, we see that award showing up. So there is victory here, and it's right on the edge. It could even be on the edge of March going into April. That could be significant for you as well. Or maybe you get some sort of news in the month of March, but it doesn't finally physically move forward until April. But you are on the right track here, and there's gonna be a lot of message movement action towards mid to end of March for you. I hope that resonates, Libra. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment. Do drop your power animals in the comment section below. And of course, again, thank you for hitting the like. Thank you for all of your subscribes and your views. Much love to you, Libra.